Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a talk through get ready with me, and I'm going to use the new Too Faced Sweet Peach collection and also a new collection that's launching with Urban Decay in January, and it's just a ton of their new makeup setting mist, makeup prep mist, and also I think 5 new primers. So I'm going to use a few of those products as well, and this is the look I created with the Sweet Peach palette. So if you are interested, let's go ahead and get started. Honestly, sometimes I want to cut my hair like this short so I don't have to worry about it, but that's beside the point. I have already moisturized my skin with my Clinique Moisture Surge Extended Thirst Relief Moisturizer. I love that stuff. And I'm going to try a new Prep Prime Spray from Urban Decay. They are releasing, let's see, 5 new primers in January, and they're repackaging all of the setting sprays that they had previously. So All Nighter, Chill, and De-Slick. And they have these new prepping sprays that they just came out with. So they have the B6, which I believe they had before. This was not a new release, but they did repackage it. But they do have a new one called Quick Fix Hydrocharge Complexion Priming Prep Spray. So I'm going to use that right now because I think I'm going to use more of a matte foundation, and this is supposed to be hydrating. So let's see how it goes. It smells like coconut. I think it has coconut water in it. Let's see. Infused with highly purified vitamin B3, Septonic M3, coconut water, and also this word I recognize from my Polish Choice skincare. It's called niacinamide. Niacinamide. I'll put it right here. But I bought one of my Polish Choice products because that ingredient was supposed to help fill in pores or smooth out your pores, get rid of pores, something of that nature. So I don't know if that's what's in this, but this smells freaking amazing. Okay, so now that my skin is nice and prepped, I'm actually going to use the Maybelline Matte and Poreless Foundation. So I actually use this in the Fiance Will Does My Voiceover tag, and I accidentally put in the description that I use the Rimmel Lasting Finish, but it was this, and I really like this for a matte foundation. It goes on really nicely. I wouldn't say that it's too matte. It gives a nice medium finish. So that's what I'm going to use today for my actual foundation, and I'm just going to use it on my Real Technique sponge. For concealer, I finally got my hands on the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and I randomly found it at Ulta. They had one color or one left in this color. I'm using Light Sand, and I like this concealer. I've only used it a few times. I can see why it's very popular. It is pretty full coverage. I can't say, like, I read a lot of claims saying that it doesn't crease. I mean, I think that's like, what did I just do to my face here? What? Anyways, I feel like it's impossible for any concealer to not crease unless you just have baby butt smooth under eyes, and then you're good to go. But I do like this. I'm still testing it out though. It looks really big. I mean, is this a normal concealer? Like, what is the liter size, or what, not liter? What am I talking about? Milliliters. This, my Revlon concealer I have right here is 6.2 milliliters. And let's see if this one says how much is in it. Ooh, okay, so this is 10 milliliters. I thought that this was a little bit bigger than a traditional concealer, so sweet. Okay, gonna blend that out with my spongy sponge. What are you guys doing for Christmas? Since this video is gonna go up on Friday before Christmas, leave me a comment down below. Will and I's Christmas present to each other. I said this on Snapchat, but I know some of you guys don't have Snapchat, but every year Will and I, we started this last year or the year before that, I can't remember, but each year, instead of getting each other gifts, we're going to have some type of experience together, take a trip together, do something like that, because I mean, honestly, to me, just like getting a bunch of gifts, it's fun. Like, it's fun for family members, but for me and Will, what we did last year was we decided, hey, let's not buy each other gifts and let's just do something fun. And we went to the Justin Timberlake 2020 Experience concert, which was so fun. Like, it was one of the best concerts I had ever been to. And this year we kind of decided to do the same thing, and I just have been raving about New Orleans to Will ever since I got back. I went on a trip to New Orleans last year, and Will didn't get to go, but he has been wanting to go to New Orleans since I rave about it all the time. And so we booked a trip to New Orleans in January. So that's our Christmas gift to each other. I'm so excited to go back to New Orleans. If you live in New Orleans, if you visit frequently, leave your food suggestions down below, because obviously I want to hit up the goods. I like to eat where, you know, like local people like to eat. And don't anyone say Acme Oyster Bar. Like, don't anyone recommend that. That's not like a local thing. I'm trying to think of some places we ate at last year. The Gumbo Shop was one. GW Finn's was one. Let's see, where else did we eat at? It's just like, we ate at so many different places. I'm not joking. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, it would be somewhere different. I think one place might have been called The Tavern. We ate at a little outdoor pub area near the big church that's in New Orleans. What is that? St. Cathedral or something of that nature. So yeah, leave me food suggestions down below if there's some places you've been in New Orleans and you really like. I'm going to do very minimal setting with my NYX Banana Powder just to set my under eye area. The Maybelline Matte and Poreless foundation, it dries pretty matte on me, so I don't really feel like I need extra powder anywhere else. And honestly, the Tarte concealer dries pretty matte too, so I could honestly, I know that sounds weird, but I could probably get away with not even setting it. But okay, so now let's move into one of the new Too Faced Sweet Peach products. I know everybody and their mother has done videos on these. That's why I just wanted to casually kind of give you guys my opinion. So I'm going to use the Sweet Peach face palette, Face Glow Sweet Peach Glow palette. I've used this, I've been using this pretty much ever since I got it in. I'm just gonna be honest, I don't love the blush color in here. I don't know if it's just me or if it just doesn't fit my skin tone very well, but I'm going to use it today so you guys can see it. But I'm going to start out with the bronzer in here, which is great if you have fair to light skin. Now, if you're on the medium tan, definitely deep and dark, it's going to be a little bit too light for you. But it definitely works for my lighter skin right now, which I appreciate. But I can see where a lot of people may skip on this palette just based on how light the actual bronzer is in here. I feel like Too Faced definitely went with that powder gel formula like MAC does with a lot of their Extra Dimension skin finishes. And it also reminds me of the Estee Lauder Heat Wave jelly type powder highlighter. But they are pretty pigmented. They're more on the sheer pigmented side, if that makes sense. Like when you dip your brush in, you kind of have to dip quite a bit just by how the formula is, but the pigment comes off really pretty. It's not ugly or anything. I don't know what I'm trying to say right now. I need to shut up. Okay, so I think this is the only bronzer I'm going to use today. I just kind of want to go for light and airy feels here. So I'm going to pick up the blush in this palette right now. I don't know. I guess like I'm not a huge fan of peach. And I've said this before on Snapchat. I honestly I wasn't going to buy this collection, really anything in it, just because I feel like peach doesn't always look the best on me. And then Too Faced ended up sending it to me, so obviously I'm going to try it now. But yeah, I honestly did not have any plans to pick up even the eyeshadow palette, just because I feel like a lot of the tones in it are tones that I don't reach for, like pinks. I never use pinks on my eyes. It is a pretty palette though. There's a shade in there that I'm going to show you guys, and more than likely I'll use in today's video, that I am obsessed with. And the packaging, I mean, don't get me wrong, Too Faced did an amazing job on this launch. I just wasn't, you know, because everything was so peachy tone, I don't know, I didn't gravitate towards everything in it. Oh, okay, I'm using the highlighter that comes in the Sweet Peach palette. The highlighter is really pretty, I will say that. Nice, pretty highlight. I normally don't fill my eyebrows because I do the same thing, but I thought I would just, you know, throw in a little small clip here. I'm going to take my Benefit Gimme Brow, and this is in the shade Light. It's just the lightest one. And what I do is I just basically run this through my brows first, and then I go back over any like bald spots or any areas that need touching up with MAC Coquette eyeshadow. Or if you guys watched my Will Does My voiceover tag, he called the eyeshadow Coquette. Don't know where he got that from. Acting like he can't read. Pretty sure he knew what it was called. Okay, now onto the fun part. I'm taking the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette here, and the color I'm obsessed with is this color right here called Luscious. Oh my gosh, the name is pretty much like it says. It is so gorgeous. It would be a gorgeous face highlight. I haven't tried it as that yet, but plan on it. So I think today, I have no clue what I'm going to do, but I'm going to start out with Peaches and Cream, which is just this pale kind of yellow matte shade, and I'm going to use that all over my lids. I've used MAC Soft Ochre to prime my lids. I haven't been priming my lids, and I need to stop that. I need to start priming them because my shadow doesn't last throughout the day, because my oily eyelids eat everything. Like, how is it that everything on my face is dry but my eyelids are oily? I don't understand that. But I do have a dry patch on my eyebrow. That's the story of my life right now. That's my skin. Okay, so next I'm going to take Georgia, which is this transitional kind of pink shade. I love this color. Let me see, which brush should I use for this? I'm going to use my Sigma E35 and dip that into Georgia, which is a nice pinky tone transition shade. It's really light even on my skin, but I just love the color of it. Probably won't even be able to see it from back here. But it just adds a nice kind of pinky transition shade in the crease. And when I say I don't like pink tones, I'm talking like the pink in here called Just Peachy, like this one right here. If it's more of a matte, just like pale pink cool undertone, I'm okay with that. But, you know, Candied Peach and Just Peachy, I don't think those will work for me. So now I think I'm going to take this shade called Bellini, which is slightly a mauve-ish tone. It's got some shimmer to it, and I'm just going to use that on the outer portion of my lid. Not really going to focus it too much into my crease, but I just want to add a little bit more depth there before I go in with that luscious color. So now I'm just going to pick up Luscious with my finger right here, and I'm just going to apply that to the center portion of my lid. Oh, I just love this color. It is so pretty. Now I feel like I definitely need to deepen up the outer corner, and I think I'm going to use this Talk Derby to me. It's a cute name. I used Peach Pit the other day, and it just kind of looked brown to me, so I'm going to try out this one since I see some shimmer in it. It's more purpley. It's got some shimmer in it though. I'm just going to use the slightest amount. I don't want to have like super dark smoky eye going on here, but I do want the eyes to stand out a little bit more. Okay, just kidding. I switched to the shade Delectable right here because the derby color kind of just looked black on me. So I wanted some more plum to come through and I just switched up a notch and went with that one. This one's also completely matte. Okay, I like that. Pretty simple, easy, not too crazy. I'm just gonna take the excess of that Delectable color and just sweep that underneath my lower lash line. I don't want my lower lash line to be outrageous either. Pretty wearable, keeping it wearable. For mascara, I'm just gonna add a quick coat of my It Cosmetics Superhero Mascara, and then I'm gonna apply the Kiss Lashes in Posh's, aka the ones that Will told everyone in my last video that I dug out of the couch, which is semi-true, okay? If I'm done with lashes, if I'm not gonna wear them again, they may end up in the couch, but if they've still got a lifespan, they're gonna be on my desk waiting for me. So for my lips, I'm going to use a MAC's lip liner in Oak with the Too Faced Sweet Peach Creamy Peach Lip Oil in Peach Fuzz, which I think is the lightest one in the collection. Speaking of, I have been loving this lip liner by MAC Oak. It looks a little bit better on me than Strip Down does. It runs a little bit warmer, where Strip Down is a little bit more on the gray side, so I've been a fan. Alright, so that is it for today's Get Ready With Me. I had to move my camera because the sun is like coming in hardcore on me. I waited to film. I forgot to mention this, not that it matters, but I was pretty much sick all morning. I feel like I had like a stomach bug or something like that, and I didn't start filming this until like 1 o'clock, and it's now 2:30, so the sun's hitting pretty hard right now. But hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, feel free to leave those down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.